Welcome to Car Comparers. Today we'll be comparing the Honda BRV with the Ford Ecosport. So why are we even comparing these two cars? Ford was the first to get a bespoke compact SUV to the market. Honda, on the other hand, were quite late to realize the potential of this segment. In a half-hearted attempt at remedying the situation, Honda has cleverly remodeled the Mobilio into a smart crossover SUV as much as possible, staying inside the constraints of the Brio platform. What we are trying to ascertain is whether Honda's quick fix measure is good enough to challenge the pioneer of the compact SUV segment. Pricing and features. The top of the line BRV VX Diesel costs 15.1 lakh rupees on road Delhi, which is over 4 lakh rupees more expensive than the EcoSport Titanium Plus variant costing 11 lakh rupees. In spite of being so much cheaper, EcoSport Titanium Plus has extra features like side and curtain airbags, parking sensors, rain sensing wipers, light sensing headlamps, telescopic steering adjustment, and auto dimming inside mirror over the BRV VX, while the BRV only has electrically folding mirrors, leather upholstery, and projector headlamps over the EcoSport. Performance and drivability. Ford's 1-liter EcoBoost petrol engine is as impressive on paper as it is disappointing on the road. For all its multiple Engine of the Year hype, in reality it suffers from copious amounts of turbo lag anywhere below 2500 rpm. It requires frequent gear shifting, making it a chore to pilot on congested city roads. Honda's legendary 1.5-liter iVTEC, on the other hand, is a certified gem. It has pretty decent drivability around town and matches the EcoBoost in terms of performance. Plus, you get to revel in its sweet-sounding, free-raving nature for years and years as long as you keep driving it. EcoSport's 1.5-liter petrol engine also has decent drivability around town, but it feels weak in comparison to the rest of the competition. Ford has been making small diesel engines for a long time for its European products, while the BRV's diesel engine is Honda's first attempt. This difference becomes quite apparent when you drive these cars back to back. EcoSport's engine is noticeably more refined than Honda's and also revs more freely. Its performance is also marginally better than the BRV across the rev range. Fuel efficiency. The BRV diesel has an ARAI certified mileage of 21.9 kmpl, which is 0.4 kmpl less than the EcoSport. The BRV petrol automatic has an ARAI certified mileage of 16 kmpl, which is 0.5 kmpl more than the EcoSport automatic. The BRV Petrol-Manual has an ARAI certified mileage of 15.4 kmpl, which is 3.5 kmpl less than the EcoSport's EcoBoost 1-liter manual. In our real-world tests, manual-geared BRV diesel returned identical fuel efficiency to the corresponding EcoSport, as did the automatic BRV petrol. The manual-geared BRV petrol was also as efficient as the 1.5-liter version of the EcoSport petrol, but was roughly 2 kmpl less efficient than the 1-liter EcoBoost engined EcoSport. Space and comfort. BRV has inherited cavernous cabin space from the Mobilio. It has better legroom, knee room, and headroom than the EcoSport. It also has 2 extra seats in the rear, which may come in handy for ferrying smallest members of the family. However, both cars are a bit lacking in width of the second row seats if asked to accommodate 3 passengers. Surprisingly, BRV has a decent 223 liters of boot space even with all the seats in place. With the rear seats folded, this expands to 591 liters, which is almost twice that of the EcoSports. BRV's interiors have a significantly more airy ambiance compared to the slightly claustrophobic ones of the EcoSport. Handling and ride quality. BRV has fantastic dynamics. It corners with enthusiasm and has good balance around the curves, aided by a well-weighted steering rack which transmits decent feedback from the surface. But it is no match to Ford's de-rigger class-leading dynamics of the EcoSport. The EcoSport is surprisingly fun around the curves with quick responses and mammoth grip around the corners. It has a quick and precise steering rack with even better feedback than the BRV, maintaining Ford's reputation. Both cars have slightly hard low-speed ride, but ride comfort improves as speeds rise. Both cars have decent ground clearance and decent tire size, making life much easier over the harsh reality of Indian roads. Reliability and after-sales service. Honda has built a stellar reputation for product reliability over the past 2 decades in our country, whereas Ford is still trying hard to recover from its tarnished image courtesy of products like the Escort. Honda's dealers have become increasingly complacent, but thanks to Honda's reliable products, they make do with nothing more than regular servicing. Sadly, Ford's dealers are even worse than Honda's, and though they have improved a lot after the launch of Figo and EcoSport, they still have a long way to go before they deliver Honda levels of hassle-free ownership experience. Resale and cost of ownership. BRV is bound to hold better resale value than the EcoSport over an ownership period of 5 to 7 years. The EcoSport Diesel works out to be almost 2 lakh rupees cheaper than an equivalent BRV. The EcoSport Automatic works out to be around 1 lakh rupees cheaper, while the 1 liter EcoBoost powered EcoSport works out to be 1.7 lakh rupees cheaper than the corresponding BRVs. That brings us to the verdict. EcoSport convincingly defeats the BRV to claim the honors in this shootout, mainly because it is outstanding value for money compared to the BRV thanks to a hugely lower price tag and numerous additional features over the BRV. It is also technically a superior automobile compared to the BRV thanks to stronger fundamentals like performance, refinement, and dynamics. It is easier car to live with within city confines compared to the slightly cumbersome BRV. Its only Achilles heel remains the iffy reliability and after-sales service, but that is improving and anyways is not worth the exorbitant price premium that Honda is charging for the BRV.